Welcome to our Mornington Peninsula weekend guide, including our tips and tricks for the incredible Peninsula Hot Springs.
Keen to escape the city life, we hired a car and took the 1 hour drive out of Melbourne to the beautiful Mornington Peninsula. In summer, this region is most popular for its beaches and swimming. However, we took the opportunity to enjoy the perfect springtime experiences of soaking in the unique and natural hot springs, sampling the area's renowned wines, and eating some amazing food. Come with us while we show you all the Mornington Peninsula has to offer, and keep watching so we can tell you what our favourite restaurant was.
The Peninsula Hot Springs was an absolute highlight of our time in the Mornington Peninsula. This spot is a collection of more than 70 baths using the local geothermal waters spattered throughout the beautiful local landscape. We had the best time here, meandering from pool to pool and getting some rest in before our big weekend of hiking and drinking. My favourite part of this experience was the bathing barrels, where you can chill in some unfiltered thermal water in a private wine barrel.
So we've just decided to upgrade to a barrel experience to have some alone time for 45 minutes. It's so cute. Smells a bit sulfury, but that's how you know it's legitimate.
These barrels were so cute, it was such a fun 45 minutes. We made sure to book the springs in advance for a 9 a.m. entry and on a weekday, as we heard it can get pretty busy here. It definitely was filling up when we left at about midday.
Leo Estate is an absolute institution, and wow, right from the start, this winery was so impressive. The long driveway leading up to the property goes past the sprawling rows of vines, and little did we know, but this experience was only just the beginning. We started with a tasting. Grace and I shared 2 different wine sampling menus so we could taste as many different wines as possible, and the Pinot Noirs were outstanding. Next it was time for some lunch in the sun, where we had some delicious share plates while overlooking some of the sculptures in the garden. We'd read about the sculpture garden, but we weren't prepared at all for how big this outdoor exhibition actually was. You definitely want to give yourself at least half a day here, or even a full day, to fully enjoy this spectacular estate.
Our next winery stop was Paringa Estate. After visiting an institution like Point Leo, this winery had a homely rustic vibe. They even had an adorable family of geese on the property.
Had a lovely final tasting at Paringa Estate Wines. Really intimate feel, and got 1 bottle to finish off.
A fun fact about this spot is that when this winery first started up, they made their first ever vintage in an old fish tank. Luckily for us, their winemaking skills have finessed over the years, and our tasting was absolutely delicious.
Many Little Bar and Dining is honestly one of the best meals we've had in a very, very long time. We were tossing up whether to do the chef's set menu or order a la carte, but we are so glad we did the set menu. This Sri Lankan inspired restaurant was absolutely incredible. From the plating and presentation to the flavours, this meal felt like a culinary journey, with the curries being an absolute highlight.
We decided to head over to Cape Schanck, with our first stop being the lighthouse. This lighthouse was super cute and has been standing proud since 1859, making it the second oldest lighthouse in Victoria.
Hopefully you can hear us here.
It's a bit windy, but oh my goodness, this walk is just insane. It is just amazing, the best morning ever. And it's not like easily the top thing to do in the Mornington when you look it up, but I think it should be. It has completely blown us away.
Almost blew my hat away as well.
The next morning, we hopped into the car and went to our next beach spot, Bridgwater Bay. Be sure to time any visit to Bridgwater Bay at low tide so that you can see the impressive rock pools. This spot was only a 5-minute drive from the town of Rye and well worth a visit.
We've just got here and it is so pretty, and the main reason that we came here is for these rock pools behind me. There's no wind, it's perfect like we were hoping it was going to be. We're just waiting for the sun to get a little bit higher now to shine the light down onto these beautiful rock pools, but it looks so amazing already.
It's so special here. It's just insane. The rock pools and the morning light. I feel like I'm on the ocean floor. Wow. To line our stomachs before a big day of wine touring, we had a delicious brekkie at the Hobson in Rosebud. The food here was delicious. Peter and I usually get 2 meals and share, but neither of us wanted to share the brisket eggs Benedict, so we had one each, and I highly recommend. So we have just started our wine tour in the Mornington Peninsula.
So we're doing a day tour with Rick's Wine Tours,
We're starting here at a winery called 10 Minutes by Tractor.
which it looks absolutely beautiful. Supposedly it had a fire in the kitchen about a year ago, so the whole building's just been rebuilt and just reopened recently.
This region is known for its Pinot Noir, which is one of my favourite types of red, so I'm really excited to try heaps of wines today.
4 stops, I think it is.
4 stops, we've got a nice lunch planned. We'll visit a couple more tomorrow as well.
It'll be a fun day. We'll bring you along with us. Next stop on our wine tour was Yabby Lake. We've found the lunch spots on wine tours to be hit and miss, but Yabby Lake knocked it out of the park. We had some amazing octopus, arancini, gnocchi and steak frites. With full bellies, we grabbed another bottle of wine and strolled through the gardens, enjoying the beautiful views over the vineyard. So here at winery number 3, called Mont Rouge, for some wine tasting as well as chocolate tasting, so something a little bit different.
We were slightly tiddly by this point, and we had so much fun with our sassy sommelier. The Pinot Noir was a highlight for me here. It was really tasty and one of my favourites from the Mornington, and given the amount of Pinot that we sampled, this is really saying something. If I'm being totally honest, the main reason I booked Mont Rouge was because they also offered a chocolate tasting. They make all of their chocolates on site, and this was a really tasty and much needed break from wine tasting. The honeycomb ice cream was also to die for.
Our final stop on the tour was Quealy Winemakers, which was a more boutique, family-owned vineyard. Here we got to try some delicious certified organic wines in the small and friendly cellar door. This was a great way to finish our tour for the day.
That was a wrap on our wine tasting. It was time to go and sleep it off before visiting some final beaches tomorrow morning.
Our windy adventures continue, and now we're at Diamond Bay, and it is magical, but I just wish I could come back and see it with its like glassy blue water without any wind, but it's still amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful beach. Mornington Peninsula really has it all with the wineries and this.
Yeah, the wines have been great, the water and the views have been spectacular.
The cute town.
Cute town, spectacular views, spectacular beaches, great wines, just a bit of wind, but that's okay. So we've just gone for a lovely walk through Sorrento shops and now going to head down and check out Sorrento Pier.
It's beautiful. The water's incredible, like
super
aqua
clear,
blue, yeah.
You can see the bottom so easy with the seagulls swimming around, but super clear.
So cute.
Wasn't expecting this. Taking a break from the wines, walks and coast, we wandered through the super cute shopping strip of Sorrento and window shopped through the designer retail stores and also treated ourselves to some ice cream. The Mornington Peninsula really does have everything.
And we're done with our Mornington Peninsula adventure. This was honestly one of the most underrated destinations that we visited in Australia. The Mornington has so much to offer, from the lush wineries to the rugged coastline. We could have spent weeks here hopping from cellar door to cellar door and relaxing on some of the most beautiful beaches we've ever seen. Plus, the food was incredible, with our culinary highlight without a doubt being Many Little. This restaurant had such a tasty twist on Sri Lankan food. If you've enjoyed following along on this getaway, please help our small channel reach a bigger audience by hitting that subscribe button and giving us a thumbs up.